I still believe that even compared to any kind of postdoc positions in academic area, Harvard, that postdoctoral fellow position at Harvard Data Science Initiative is the best one in terms of research fund and academic flexibility. So I worked as an independent researcher. Of course, I had several mentors in Department of Statistics at Harvard, but mainly I worked as an independent researcher. I come up with my own idea. I developed my own project, and I developed my own research topics. That was very excellent my opportunities for me, because most postdocs just work on research projects that are given by their PIs. In that sense, I was able to start learning some machine learning topics, and I started working on machine learning. That was just because I worked at Harvard Data Science Initiative, just because Harvard Data Science Initiative allowed me to work as an independent researcher, because my PhD thesis topic was not machine learning or deep learning. It was about Bayesian variable selection, Bayesian model selection. So that is very different, very, very different. But I was able to start the new topics, and I was able to learn very new things. And it was very helpful also. The postdoc position, provides, individual, like independent, research fund for each postdoc fellow. And that helped me a lot for my research. I bought a very good workstation that equipped with high-end GPU, because GPU computing is very important in much deep learning research. So that helped. The Harvard Data Science Initiative helped me a lot. Not only that, my mentor, Jun Liu at Harvard, statistics department, I'm still working with him. So it's, the working experience and as a postdoc fellow changed my whole life. Yes. Yeah, data science is kind of mixtures of all, skills that are related to, data analysis. For example, I think that is kind of a, MMA, mixed martial arts. So to be good at MMA, so it's just doing boxing is not enough. Just doing wrestling is not enough. You need to know how to box, and you need to know how to wrestle, and you need to how to kick. And so that is a kind of all mixed up, mixture of all these very useful skills. And so it should be. So let me change the question. Instead of asking what is data science, let me change the question in like, what is a good data scientist? Okay, good data scientist should know probability, right? Because natural phenomena can be considered as some random thing. To model random things, we need to know probability. From probability to estimate what you want to know and predict what you want to know, we need to know statistics. Okay, statistics. Then machine learning is actually, before the advent of deep learning, what machine learners wanted to do was pretty much similar with the statisticians. But now, after deep learning era, things totally changed. So that we need to know deep learning and neural networks, because neural networks is the most powerful and flexible way to construct a function, approximate function. So neural networks. So a good scientist, a data scientist, should know very good at probability, statistics, and neural networks. Then next one is how to implement it, how to analyze this data set by using this knowledge. Then coding skill. Coding skill is very important. good data scientists should know how to deal with the larger size data set. Okay. Then that requires a lot of technical skills. That includes coding, programming languages, Python or R, and we need to know how to use some database system like SQL and so on. Then plus data science, excellent data scientists should do more, such as good intuition about data, and should fully acknowledge, should fully know that the importance of data cleaning, the quality of data. Then I think that is the most important. Then that can be, these kind of skills can be applied to more practical problems to help industry companies or academic institutions and so on. That is my definition of a good, excellent data scientist. Okay, so my plan was like, it's very simple, like the other postdocs, publish papers, right? Publish papers and get an academic job, assistant professor position. That was my plan, actually. Maybe all of postdoc, fellows would have that kind of plan, right? But because of the flexibility and academic freedom that were given by Harvard Data Science Initiative, I was able to some focus on my own thing. And that the reason was, even it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago already, deep learning is a big thing. Deep learning was a big thing. Neural networks were a big thing, but in statistics, it was like not that seriously considered. Actually, people wanted to consider it seriously, but to publish the top statistics journals, we need a serious theory, but neural network is notoriously difficult to investigate theoretical properties. So people cannot show any theoretical properties. Of course, some very theory guys show something, but more applied and very general models, flexible models, showing theoretical property is super, super difficult. So in statistics, but what I thought was, if you can use neural networks in statistical applications, statistics, just for not machine learning, pure statistics models, then that would improve a lot of things, and we can get a lot of advantage of using neural networks in statistics. So, but the problem was, I know nothing about neural networks. So, but if I were working with some regular postdoc position that are funded by a PI, I wouldn't have been able to learn deep learning, because my PI would just ask me to do something, write something, and show something. But because of the academic freedom at Harvard Data Science Initiative, I studied neural network by myself. I learned Python by myself. I learned the C++, very technical. It takes a lot of time to get used to how to use it. So I learned a lot. I read a lot of machine learning papers. So I was able to, start research on deep learning and machine learning research. And last year I published a paper at NeurIPS. NeurIPS is one of the top, machine learning conference proceedings. That is a very big thing. Yeah, that all started from, Harvard Data Science Initiative. Yes, Jun Liu, my mentor, was very flexible. He's a very flexible guy, and he gave me a lot of freedom and flexibility to me. Actually, he let me lead my research project by myself. Actually, but it doesn't mean that he did nothing. It doesn't mean that he did nothing. He gave me a lot of advice. Not only that, he especially this is how we work. I write a paper and we discuss and we updated some contents. Anyway, I write a paper, first draft. Then I send it to him. Then he revises it and give me some comment. Then I revise it and send it back to him, and then revise it again, and we discuss it. Then we got a manuscript and submit the paper to that. So, but he didn't touch any details, technical things. It's all done by myself. That was that improved my skills as an independent researcher. So I think that, yeah, I was so fortunate to work with him, as I can say. I think that when I first joined the department, this university statistics department, then I thought that, oh, I'm going to get a tenure and I'm going to work as statistics professor until I die. But now I changed my mind a little bit, because so many interesting things are going on outside of the academia. Like now, all interesting, a lot of interesting, research projects are led by tech companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon. And I think that it'll be very interesting and fun to work with them and contributing to building, state-of-art machine learning models, like including, artificial general intelligence. I think that I have two scenarios. First one is a very, negative scenario. The other one is positive. The negative scenario is, someone would come up with a very artificial general intelligence that is called AGI. Someone come up with an AGI, a very, strong idea about AGI, then that AI would replace all data scientists, okay? But good thing is, there's no AGI at this moment, not even close. And I cannot tell when it's going to be realized. Nobody knows that. I think that maybe after 100 years later, we would not have, AGI. So, but if someone come up with a very, clever trick or idea to realize AGI, then data scientist jobs will be replaced by AI. Yeah. So that is a very pessimistic scenario. Good scenario is that, so the role of data scientists can be enlarged, so that data scientists have a very strong role and important roles in industrial companies. That then, that is positive scenario, because at this current status of, positioning of data scientists in industrial companies is that they are not main characters. They are not main characters. They are just supporters, okay? In that sense, I have a lot of data scientist friends who are working in an industry. They're complaining like they're doing is just does not affect the major decisions in industrial companies. That is disappointing. So in a positive scenario, the role of data scientists would be, becomes more important, so that we will have some culture, like we make a decision based on data and data science, and all CEO and heads of companies like seriously consider data data analysis, the result of data. That'll be the positive scenario. Then the role of a data scientist would be very important in industrial companies. Yes, but as an academic researcher, I want to see like pessimistic, like a negative scenario, because I want to see the AGI artificial general intelligence to be realized, like then that'll be a real sci-fi fiction like like thing.